see that in the number. And it says here, the real Obama unemployment rate is above 10%. Looks like it's 10.5%, according to the Gateway Pundit. Okay, well, when it comes to stuff like that, it's politicians are going to lie in their favor. Whoever's up there is going to lie. Lie is going to lie. Okay, let's see here. Let's see. Poor Mike Mazza has been having a bad time as of late, according to Moxie. I took a class in cross-examination from a misleading in college. Bark another pervert. Saint Stanislaus is my favorite Polish saint. Yes. Mine too. Who's eating Mike? Olive Garden cut his hours. Yes. It sounds like Goofy Bones' hours have been cut from the Olive Garden, because I did hear it live in this chat. So why would I doubt Moxie, who has a black cock in her mouth, or Barco, or Paul Dembski? These are all people you can trust. And I don't have to verify what they say. I just read it out loud. These people don't have the effort to make up shit. They experience this real life. They're at the chats all the time. So these people, they know the truth. I don't have to recite the truth to people that already know it. So whatever they're saying is honesty. And I admire honesty. Thank you. Chicago has a Polak holiday. Oh, that's disgusting. Thanks, Barco, for ruining my day. Fucking Polacks. Sorry, Aussie Andrew, because I know he's Polak. Okay, Iran. The Americans are begging us for a deal. A top Iranian military commander claims that U.S. officials have begun begging us to sign a nuclear deal during closed-door negotiations with Iran over its contested nuclear program. According to recent comments made to the Iranian state-controlled media, Mohammad Reza Nahidi, the commander of the Basi, a paramilitary group operating under the wing of the Iranian Revolutionary Guard Corps, the IRK, recently claimed that the Americans are begging us for the deal on the negotiation table, according to comments published in a Persian and independently translated for the Washington Free Beacon. Nakandi added that American officials routinely plead with Iran in talks, and the United States is negotiating from a position of weakness, according to his comments, which follows earlier reports claiming that Iranians leading negotiator frequently shouts at U.S. officials. The military leader's remarks appear to jibe with new reports that the United States is conceding ground to Iran in talks and will now continue to keep much of its uranium enriching technology, according to Associated Press. Iran, the AP reported, refuses to meet U.S.-led demands for deep cuts in the number of centrifuges it uses to enrich uranium, a process that can create material for anything from chemotherapy to the core of an atom bomb. I know why they're doing this. The administration is doing its best not to have a war in the Middle East. He just knows that Israel is itching to war with Iran. They're just itching. And so Obama is clamping down on his henchmen, his foreign aid henchmen, to say, hey, come on, let's do this. Let's not start a war. I know exactly what he's doing. And I know a lot of Republicans would say, oh, no, never give it, never. And normally I agree, but we don't want a war with Iran. And I'm not saying you should beg or anything, just, I don't know. You gotta do something to where we can talk to these people again. Maybe have nominal relations with them or something, but we don't need them as a, we just don't want that war to brew. Because if Iran and Israel start blowing each other up, there's other people that get involved. And that could potentially spark World War III, but let's not go there. So I kind of agree, but maybe just don't seem weak. I mean, as long as you can not seem weak and try to work something out with these guys to stop, then we go, right? No reason otherwise. Let's see here. Let's see. Okay, Octopus Robot makes waves with ultra-fast propulsion. Scientists have developed an octopus-like robot which can zoom through water with an ultra-fast propulsion and acceleration never seen in man-made underwater vehicles. Most fast aquatic animals are sleek and slender to help them move very easily through the water, but cephalopods such as the octopus are capable of high-speed escapes by filling their bodies with water and then quickly expelling that to dart away. Inspired by this, scientists from the University of Southampton, Massachusetts Institute of Technology, MIT, and Singapore Alliance built a deformable octopus-like robot with a 3D printed skeleton with no moving parts and no energy storage device other than a thin elastic outer hull. It was 30 centimeters long. This self-propelling robot is inflated with water and then rapidly deflates by shooting the water out through its base to power its outstanding propulsion and acceleration, despite starting from a non-streamlined shape. As the rocket contracts, it can achieve more than 2.6 times the thrust of a rigid rocket doing the same maneuver. Now that could be cool. If this could somehow maybe streamline faster submarines, faster stuff, could be interesting. High-speed underwater travel is a dream of mine. I've always wanted to go visit the ocean. Also, I haven't checked the chat in a while. Let's see what I've missed here. Let's see. Downtown, hope this bitch can fix my phone today. Hello, Andrew. Aussie Andrew. Guy Shay is not going away, according to Moxie. Bud Bilkinen. Parade is all blacks, isn't it? According to Marco. Oh, yeah. It's a picnic. Steve Harvey was a host. Apocalypse discussed the Bud Bilkin Day Parade. Billiken. I don't even know what the fuck that is. I can't discuss things I don't at least know or can read a little bit about first. Let's see. He's racist. Okay, I don't know. Okay, so let's see. China to have most robots in the world by 2017. China will have more robots operating in its production plants by 2017 than any other country as it cranks up automation of its car and electronics factories. The International Federation of Robotics, IFR, said on Thursday. Already the biggest market in the 9.5 billion global robot trade, or 29 billion including associated software and peripherals and engineering, China lags far behind its more industrial terms in pure of just the robot density. China has just 30 robots per 10,000 workers employed in manufacturing industries, compared with 437 in South Korea, 323 in Japan, 282 in Germany, and 152 in the United States. So, what this means is the Chinese worker will have to work elsewhere. So, what they're going to do is they're going to send these Chinamen probably to Africa and to South America to colonize from afar. So, if you can't have a factory job or you can't have a military job, they're just going to ship you away. You know, that's what the Chinese do. Let's see here. Paul says, I never see the feud and I'm not around when his talk shows are on. I don't like his mustache. Paul, please don't insult mustaches. Steve Harvey is the black Dr. Phil. They get their power from the bushy stashes. Okay. APOC, you need background beats or music, or like a monkey with an accordion. I do not do background fucking music. I can't stand that. Why would I do that? Why would I play music in the background? You know, this isn't some game show host. This isn't anything other than me talking. So I wish you'd take that back, Barco, because deep on the inside, that's just a crutch when you hear music in the background that allows people to just silent themselves. Just be like, and that's fine. They can get away with it. They don't have to try it. That is the training wheels of podcasting, is that damn music in the background. Do you not get it? That is why I will never, ever have music in my background. Or maybe it's just because I don't know how to do it successfully. But I'm going to go with its training wheels, and it's for noobs, and it just creates a zone of comfort, of laziness. So I will always say no music in the background. Can I get an amen in the chat? Can I just get 1, 2, 3? Okay? Aussie Andrew. Aussie Andrew says depends where they come from. It always does depend where they come from. It depends if they're wearing. Oh, he's talking about if they're hot. Okay. Chinese women are hot. Well. And get this. George P. Bush quickly seizes Texas conservative spotlight. If you guys don't know who George P. Bush is, I'll read it for you. George P. Bush, new job as the Texas Land Commissioner, has nothing to do with abortion, and it lacks any authority to funnel public dollars to private schools. But after barely 30 days in office, he's already headlined high-profile rallies on both issues. The 38-year-old has a political surname far better known than his obscure office, which administers Texas' vast public lands and mineral rights. Though he insists he's not yet eyeing any moves up the Texas political ladder, the newest Bush in politics has wasted no time becoming a leading voice for top conservative causes and seizing the spotlight in a state already full of powerful Republicans. He's a rising star in our state and nationally, said Matt McCormick, a Republican strategy person based in Austin. Not many Republicans in Austin. That is the California of Texas. He is going to be in very high demand this year. They're going to have to get good at saying no. His grandfather and uncle are former presidents. So in case you haven't figured this out, ooh, that was my cup. Could have been dangerous. His father is Jeb Bush. Jeb Bush is a huge rhino, a big flip-flopper, a very, very progressive Republican. That's the sort of guy that could run for the Democrat or Republican ticket, and most people would still think he belongs on the progressive side or the Democratic ticket because there ain't much Republican in him. They need to get rid of him. It would be interesting to see where this guy stands on everything, because this is actually the grandson. So, and since he's Hispanic, and he looks like he's decent looking through a smile, I could see this guy maybe in the presidential spotlight. He looks kind of like a Guido because he's like half white, half Hispanic. So that's what Italians are. So let's see, how much more time does I got? Okay, well, we're gonna talk about homos. Speaking of stabby, support of gay marriage comes with caveats. While finding that Americans narrowly favor allowing gay and lesbian couples to legally marry, a new Associated Press poll also shows most believe wedding-related businesses should be allowed to deny service to same-sex couples for religious reasons. Roughly half of the country also thinks local officials and judges with religious objections ought to be exempt from any requirement that they issue marriage licenses to gay and lesbian couples, according to the poll. That last view of the same-sex issue echoes that of the Mormon Church. Last week, the church called on state legislatures to pass new laws that protect gay, lesbian, and bisexual and transgender people from discriminations, but also to protect the right of those who assert their religious beliefs. So this is just a